What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're back here on Madden 25 here for another offseason rebuild, and we're also here for another team that was eliminated from wildcard weekend, that being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So let's go ahead and jump in, do a Buccaneers offseason rebuild in Madden 25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. So Baker Mayfield and the Bucs have, well, especially Baker Mayfield, he had a fantastic season, obviously. But the Buccaneers had a solid season. They ended up winning the division. And unfortunately, they're the only home team that got eliminated in wild card weekend by my favorite team, the Washington Commanders. What a game that was. I have a lot of respect for Baker and the Bucs. We saw them week one. We were not the same team. I don't think either team was really the same. And wild card weekend comes. And it was a good game, but ultimately the Buccaneers lose. And now they're going to the offseason with $94 million in cap space. There's questions about Todd Bowles that I've seen from Bucs fans that they want to fire him. Will they do that? Haven't heard anything about that just yet. But as usual, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So, as I said, $95 million in cap space. And we have Chris Godwin, who got hurt, somewhere in the mid-season point. I think it was against the Ravens where the Bucs were trying to, mount a late surge comeback. It fell out of reach, but Todd Bowles said he was still trying to win. And Godwin got hurt on somewhat of a meaningless drive. So I think that kind of upset Bucs fans as well. I do think, they still had a chance to win technically because they got an onside after scoring a touchdown on the last drive. But the odds were they weren't going to win the game. So ultimately, Godwin kind of got hurt on a pointless drive. Lavonte David, I think I saw something about him maybe potentially retiring. He has not retired here in Madden, and we don't know if he will in real life. So he is a longtime Buc, so I'm going to keep him as well. You got Tryon Shoyinka, Bryce Hall, KJ Britt. So actually, and then Shaquille Barrett came out of retirement, was on the Dolphins. They released him or something, and then he went back to the Bucs, so that's cool. But yeah, actually not too many players to worry about, which is kind of solid because we're going to have a bunch of cap space, which I'm a little surprised by. But let's go ahead and start off with, I think you do resign Chris Godwin. I don't see why not. I think he is definitely someone the Bucs love. So I am going to try to bring him back. He is going to come back, so Chris Godwin at 29 will keep him around. Same thing with Lavonte David. I mean, I think he's a longtime Buc. I want to keep him around on this team as well. And then Tryon Shoyinka, Bryce Hall, we could probably just let walk in free agency for now. We'll kind of see what the roster and the lineup is looking like, and then we'll evaluate for what we need to attack in free agency in this offseason in general. So taking a look at the lineup right now, currently, obviously, Baker Mayfield is the quarterback here, and I plan on keeping him throughout the video. He's been a damn good QB for the Buccaneers. I honestly thought there might be some regression once, what's his name? Dave Canales left to the Panthers, but Cohen, I think, took over, and Baker was fantastic once again. So my bad for down Baker Mayfield. I thought he was going to maybe regress, but no, he balled out again. Interceptions could obviously come down, but he's still slaying 41 touchdowns and had top 5 in passing yards. Mike Evans, obviously a legend here in Tampa, so we're going to keep him throughout the video. Chris Godwin will be back. So honestly, on the offense side of the football, the only thing I really see that needs to be replaced, in my opinion, is maybe a right guard spot. So we'll look for a right guard in free agency. I like Cade Otton. I love Jalen McMillan. I was, in love with him out of the draft. And then defensively, you got Antoine Winfield, Lavonte David, Diaby, Jordan Whitehead, Smith, Zion McCollum, Jamel Dean, Cansey, Vita Vea. So there definitely is some really solid players on this Buccaneers defense, but ultimately there needs to be more things we go ahead and add. So let's get straight to work in free agency. Already I'm seeing we need another middle linebacker, another pass rusher, maybe a strong safety upgrade. How old is T. Smith here? Tyke Smith is 24 years old, so I guess he could develop technically in that strong safety position, so maybe we don't need a strong safety as much. But let's go ahead and attack free agency with some of the needs we see on the roster. Another corner could probably be used as well, so let's go see what we can get in this free agency class with $63 million in cap space to use at our disposal. This free agency class is actually pretty damn good. We made 5 really good offers. I said we needed a right guard, and what better player to grab than Trey Smith in free agency? He has heavy interest in coming to Tampa, which is awesome. So we can get him to sign here. That'd be fantastic. Paulson Debo stealing him from the Saints. Jonathan Cooper as a outside linebacker. Chase Young and Tyrell Dodson. So let's see if we can get all 5 of these guys to sign. That'd be a great start to this offseason rebuild. And we are going to get 4 of the 5. So the only person we didn't get is Jonathan Cooper, which I'm not too upset with. We got everyone else, which is fantastic. We can always move Chase Young to the linebacker spot if needed. But I guess it'll just kind of depend what else we can get in this free agency class. Khalil Mack is still sitting here. I had him in the Bucs video yesterday, but, putting him next to Lavonte David, although I don't even know if we'll have enough for this. Yeah, we don't have enough. So, do not have enough, unfortunately, for Khalil Mack, which sucks. But, honestly, I might just leave it at that. We're just going to go ahead and head to the draft with those 4 signings. I feel really good about what we just accomplished there. And we can attack the draft with the rest of what we need. But Trey Smith was absolutely a necessary addition to this offensive line. Bucky Irving is going to have plenty of run blocking. at his disposal now. Bucky Irving is a fantastic running back, by the way. But let's go ahead, take a look at the lineup, and kind of attack what we need in this draft. So after free agency, obviously not everyone is fully healthy, but once, Chris Godwin's up to health now, but now you're going to have Tyler Smith joining this offensive line. So Tristan Wirfs and Tyler Smith, fantastic. Kadon, Chris Godwin, Jalen McMillan, Bucky Irving, Baker Mayfield. Love what my offense is currently. Defensively, like I said, we still need another pass rusher. I thought about going for a safety. Paul Debo will be healthy, so that'll upgrade our corner room. Vita Vea obviously is Vita Vea. So I think the one thing I'm truly looking at here, not that I'm just going to say, hey, let's just draft whatever. We're going to go best player approach still, but it has to be a necessary one at the same time. We're going to try to thread the needle if that makes sense. So let's go ahead, jump in the draft, and let's see what we can get with our first round pick. We're drafting number 21 in this one, so let's go ahead and see how the board falls. So Shedeur goes 1, Cleveland takes Abdul Carter, Cam Ward falls all the way to the Saints, which is quite surprising. Milrow to the Jets, Luther Burden. All right, so let's see what we have available to us. So obviously we're not taking a quarterback here. We have Colson Loveland, Malachi Starks, which I would not mind taking Malachi Starks here. I'm not going to lie to you. Donovan Jackson, not taking a guard. We have Deion Walker here. Honestly, man, there's Harold Perkins on the board as well out of LSU. A little interested in him. A zone coverage, A pursuit. But obviously we need someone to... So do I want Harold Perkins or Malachi Starks? I honestly genuinely think we're going to take Malachi Starks here. We're going to take Malachi Starks. Let's take the best safety we see on the board right now. Our strong safety position is a little questionable right now anyway. So I do think this was the most necessary pick here. Getting him at number 21, as you can see, is incredible value. So welcome to Tampa. Malachi Starks, very happy to have added him to this roster. So we'll go see what we can get potentially in now round 2. So Jack Sawyer to the 49ers. So him and Nick Bosa would be very interesting opposite of each other. So we have Kevin Winston, Quashad Judkins. We have Deontay Lawson, run stopper. Xavier Watts, which is another good safety. We have Lander Barton. So definitely want to get a pass rusher here. So Dion Lawson out of Alabama, A pursuit, B zone, so you can cover a little bit as well. This will be the second round pick we take. So welcome to the Buccaneers, my friend. Number 30 in true value and drafted him at 53. Already I'm feeling really good about what we've done so far. So attacked the defensive side of the ball mostly here. Harold Perkins almost fell back to us. I would have definitely jumped on that too. But number 85 here in round 3. So let's see if we can make it 3 for 3 on good picks. Not really sure what I'm looking for in this scenario, but just kind of anything that can help us out going forward. Stackhouse, Anthony Belton, AJ Cornelius. We got Jamar Muhammad. We could take another corner, Keandre Lambert Smith. Yeah, give me the Oregon corner, Jabbar Muhammad here. So this will be our last pick. Hopefully that ends up being a good one. Yeah, number 47 true value. So honestly, the draft was extremely great for us. This offseason in general was exactly kind of what we needed. So I'm going to let the AI take care of the rest. We're going to jump into season 1, taking a look at this spectacular lineup we just assembled around what we already had. And I'm optimistic about what we could be going into next season for sure. So let's go and take a look at the lineup for year number 1 with this Bucs roster as we'll open up against our division rivals. It looks like we get the Falcons week 2 as well. So back-to-back division rivalry games coming up. So Baker Mayfield under center with Bucky Irving, Rashad White, Mike Evans, Joe McMillan, Chris Godwin, Cade Otton. I don't know how to say his name exactly, but you guys know who this is. I'm not going to pretend to try to know. I don't know how to say his name either. Cody Mauk? I don't know. Graham Barton, Tyler Smith, Tristan Wirfs. Loving the offense right now. It looks fantastic. Defensively, we got Lawson here, Yan Diaby, Malachi Starks, Muhammad's in the depth chart. So, yeah, overall, this team to me already looks like a team that can make the playoffs. And, I mean, do I say it? Could we go win a Super Bowl in year 1 with this team? I do think it's possible. We'll see how it ends up. I don't know if Bucs playbook is very good in Madden. I guess we'll find out. Someone in year 1, this should no doubt be a playoff team, in my opinion. There's no reason we should be like 4-13 or whatever. We should be a competitive team and make the postseason. Let's see if Madden agrees with that notion. And hopefully we're in the postseason because this team deserves to be there. And of course, we do not make the playoffs. We go 8-9 instead of being in, which ultimately is not a great feeling. The Saints went 10-7 and missed the playoffs. So even if we went 10-7, it would not have been good enough. There's a lot of teams that actually went 10-7. Washington went 4-13, which is insane. 49ers 8-9 as well, not made the playoffs either. Detroit 7-10 is the craziest part. So overall, I do love seeing Marshawn Lattimore with 8 interceptions because that boy was getting cooked by Mike Evans on Sunday night, as we all know. Offensively, 20th in the NFL, which doesn't feel great to see that. And defensively, 5th in the NFL. So 24-14 from Baker Mayfield. Bucky Irving with 11 touchdowns and 846 yards. Chris Godwin 1,000, Mike Evans 1,000. So continuing that 1,000-yard reign for Mike Evans. Cade Otton and Joe McMillan also did okay. Nothing too crazy to look at here. Defensively, sacks-wise, Chase Young was incredible. 11 from Vita Vea, 5 from Diaby, and 4.5 from Kalijah Kancey. 5 interceptions from Levante David, 3 from Jamel Dean, and 3 from Zion McCollum, and 2 from Malachi Stark. So, yeah, really disappointed with the result of year one, obviously. I thought we'd be a locked and loaded playoff team, no doubt. That'd be a lock. Maybe the playbook needs to be changed because I think this team had plenty of talent to make it in, really, truly do. Thought we could win like 10 to 12 games this season. That just did not happen. So we'll have to figure out what's going on, get back to the drawing board, and I'll see you guys in the resigning stage as usual. So $50 million in cap space and 70 players we need to talk to. So let's go ahead and see who is everybody here. So Mike Evans, yeah, that's obviously a no-brainer. You got to keep him around. Kalijah Kancey, only an 80 overall, 5th-year option. I'm going to go ahead and accept it because I do like Kalijah Kancey. Zion McCollum, Rashad White, Cade Otton. There is some important free agents here. I won't even lie to you. So obviously Mike Evans has to be resigned. There's I think if I let Mike Evans go, I'd probably get a riot in the comment section from Bucs fans because, rightfully so. You don't let Mike Evans walk out the door. You let him retire a buck. There was a point where it looked like he was almost about to leave. I think it was the Kansas City Chiefs, but they found a way to keep him. So we got to do the same thing here. Rashad White, probably could let him go because we might need to spend our money elsewhere. I am gonna try to keep Cade Otton, though. Looks like they drafted this Jake Brenningstool, which is nice, at least. Luke, I want to keep Luke as well, which we won't have enough money to do so. So we'll see if there's any players we could cut. But yeah, I'm not surprised this team is getting expensive. We might lose a piece or two because obviously it's a damn good team we have. So Baker Mayfield, you could cut him for $40 million, but he's our quarterback. I'm not going to cut him. 18 from Vita Vea, Tristan Wirfs. But it does look like we have a 1-year window with Baker Mayfield. So if we don't win this upcoming season, we might be looking into drafting a quarterback, which sucks because I want to finish the video with Baker, but if he's going to keep regressing, I may not have a choice. I might have to replace him. We might need to consider drafting quarterback this offseason or signing one to have kind of an insurance plan. Well, I guess we can't sign one. We don't have enough money, but drafting one might be something we might need to look into. So let's take a look at the lineup, though. So our first round pick will probably be used on a tackle, which is fine. So Baker, and we have no backfield at all with Rashad White gone, so we'll probably have to look into going back and re-signing him or, well, I guess behind Buck Irving, there's no backfield, I should say. But yeah, only thing on offense is clearly we need another running back and a right tackle. Defensively, Dawson ended up being a 79 star development. Malachi Stark's the only star dev. But overall, this looks pretty good. So obviously, unfortunately, Levante David did retire on us, which it's not too shocking, don't get me wrong. But it does suck to have lost him. The middle linebacker becomes a massive priority here. So middle linebacker, tackle, and a running back is kind of the positions we truly need this offseason. Let's even get one of those in free agency and then attack the rest of them in the draft. So let's see what we got. We got Mark Andrews, Brock Purdy, Odafe, Jamison Williams. Luke is still here, which we couldn't afford him. Kyler Gordon, Khalil Shakir. Okay, so let's look at, I think running back probably be the cheapest if I had to guess, but I do want to take a look at the middle linebacker pool really quickly. You have Ellis and Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean actually might be a solid addition here. So I'm going to go for Nakobe Dean because I don't know if we'll get him in the linebacker in the draft or, well, we might be able to. We'll see. But running back, let's see what we got here. So we have Algier and Rashad White, Damian Pierce, Jerome Ford. Can I afford both potentially? We are on the cusp of being able to afford both. So if Jerome Ford could be our backup and get Nakobe Dean and Ford, I'll absolutely take that. So we get those two to be kind of backups, or I guess Dean would be a starter, obviously. We're still his number one priority here, and we will not get him to sign. Wow. We actually only get a running back. The middle linebacker is still a need here as Nakobe Dean chose something else. Kaden Ellis, Jack Gibbons, or Shaq Thompson. I guess give me the vet, Jack Thompson, who is a superstar dev. 1-year deal, just came off the Buccaneers, but at least, or sorry, the Panthers, but at least gives us somebody. So I'll see you guys in the draft, and hopefully we can attack the tackle spot, and maybe we get a middle linebacker as well. So picking at number 17 after going 8 and 9. So let's see what is available to us here as we will be picking. Let's find out. So what do we got here on the board for us? So we do have a linebacker, which we won't take, although he looks like he'd be pretty good. We do need a tackle in Trey Babalady. I don't know how to say his name, but he's probably going to be the pick here. Round 1, B run block, ADC run block, A pass block finesse, physicals, 6 right tackle, solid. Change of direction, elite, decent jumping, speed, great, strength, marginal. So We're going to take him here to be our brand new replacement at right tackle. Not a great pick. Number 75 true value, drafting at 17, but he is hidden dev, so we needed a starter. We got our, I guess we got our starting right tackle there. Obviously, would have wished I would have wished it was a little bit better than that, but what can you do? Oh, what can you do? So now, second round pick, we didn't get a middle linebacker in free agent. I guess we got Shaq Thompson, but wow, Anthony Hill is still available to us. Maybe we need to take him here. We do have Deontay Langford out West Virginia, though, as well as a need. A zone and then B power moves. But let's take a look at Anthony Hill really quickly, still being on the board. So what is wrong with Anthony Hill? D zone, A C man, A awareness, A power moves, D. Okay, so do I take the pass rush or move Deion Lawson inside? I think I want to. I'm going to take Anthony Hill here. So I'm going to take Anthony Hill in round 2, and he'll be number 70 in true value. Only normal dev, so may have screwed up with that. Maybe I should have taken the other guy, but I felt like seeing him in round 1 and then him falling that far, I thought maybe taking him would be an advantage, but turns out that wasn't the right case. So let's take a look at round 3 and see if we can make up for potentially Dion Alexander. Wait, was that who I was looking at earlier? No, I don't think it's the same guy. So I thought I was looking at him earlier, but I'm not. Okay, so Rainey is here, Trey Rainey, Randy Logan out of UCF, and you got Lawrence down here, and then yeah, Donnell Alexander is not exactly who I was looking at earlier, but would be a linebacker. So we're going to take him. We're going to double down at linebacker because I don't know if I screwed up. Number 142 true value, but he is hidden dev. So that will be our pick. And now we'll head into year 2. But of course, before that, we'll take a look at the lineup. I'm going to see what I can do with Anthony Hill and Deion Lawson, we just drafted last year. And we'll see what we need to do going forward. So here is the lineup going into season number 2. Everything pretty much remained the same on the offense, other than obviously we have a new right tackle that we just drafted, so it'll be the rookie. Defensively, we have Donnell Alexander and Lawson. So I'm going to leave things the way they are. Anthony Hill ended up being a 73 overall, so still decent depth there, so can't be too upset with that. But yeah, this is what it looks like. The one thing I do want to change this season is I want to see if we can change the playbook to something else, because I want to be able to be in the playoffs. So we're going to change this to the Dallas playbook and hope that Baker plays better on the Dallas playbook, because I do believe we could be that kind of offense, and Madden loves the Dallas Cowboys playbook. So let's see if that works out the way we think it will. Let's see if it works out. Hopefully we're in the playoffs. Dallas playbook with this Bucs offense should result in a playoff spot, but we'll see. So we did get the results we're looking for this season, as we went 12-5, which is what I wanted to see last year. But hey, I'll take it this year. We make the playoffs, which is awesome. Do we have anybody in like the top passing yards, whatever? No. So Cam Ward was up there though with 41 touchdowns and 4,600 yards. So shout out to Cam Ward. Let's take a look at the player stats really quickly. So offensively, 5th in the NFL. Baker's back to doing Baker things, which is what we wanted. And defensively, 8th in the NFL. So you can't tell me nothing. 45-9. This team should be able to go on a Super Bowl run. This is the kind of numbers that makes me feel confident that we could go on a Super Bowl run right now. So 950 yards and 10 touchdowns. Godwin, Mike Evans continues to be a beast. McMillan and Kate Auden. So yeah, everything just looks so much better with this new playbook. Sacks-wise, you had 9.5 from Chase Young, 9 from Vita Veda, 7 from Kalijah Cansey, 4 interceptions from Starks, 3 from McCollum, 3 from Dean, and 2 from Antoine Winfield. So we draw the Saints around 1, I think. Yeah, so it's going to be Cam Ward and the Saints coming up to Tampa. So let's actually win at home in wildcard weekend, as we'll be welcoming in another somewhat mobile quarterback in Cam Ward. So let's go ahead and see if we can get the best of them. Baker Mayfield, I need redemption for what just happened in real life. So let's see if we can come out here and get one on the... We got a safety. Wow. Of all things, I think that's the first time I've ever seen us get a safety. But we're up 9-0 so far. So defense is shutting down the Saints offense, and Cam Ward was like top 5 in passing yards. So that's a good feeling so far. We're getting an intercept from Zion McCollum. Another one from Zion McCollum. That's 2 in a row from Mr. Zion McCollum. You want another one? No freaking way. He just picked off Cam Ward 3 freaking times like that. That's a 23-0 victory. What on earth just happened? I have to look at the stats. There's no way that just actually happened. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Cam Ward threw 3 interceptions. All of them going to Zion McCollum is insane work. I don't know who he was trying to throw to, but Zion McCollum had that man locked up. We're going to divisional weekend. What an incredible win that was. Embarrassing our division rival and their young quarterback. Let's go see who will be in front of us in the divisional round after wildcard weekend. So the Lions, similar to us, after going 7-10, as we saw in the Madden simulation, they are back in the playoffs as well. So Baker Mayfield versus Jared Goff. These two teams met up in a divisional round just last year in real life, and we all remember how it ended. Baker had a chance to win the game. If I remember correctly, it was a couple years ago, or I guess not a couple years ago. It was a year ago now as I'm doing this video. But they are coming to Tampa. We're not in Detroit this time, but obviously we know the Lions offense is electric. But so is ours. We're going to tie it up with a field goal, though. Would have loved to have seen us score a touchdown, but we'll get one here. 3-10. Another stop by our defense. And our defense is playing very well against this Lions offense as we're up 17-3. It's 10-17. And, you know, low-key, I want to see this drive in. Okay, so 17-17. I was about to jump in and try to put the game away, but we're going to do it here. So first and foremost, let's put on True Clock and let's run our offense. We're going to start off with a little bit of play action on the Lions and see what they want to do with this. So I am going to throw Mr. Chris Godwin on a go route. Honestly, Mike Evans and Godwin's route should be totally flipped, but not. I mean, I could change it here in just a second. But why is K. Dotton so slow to get out of his break? I don't know what just happened there. Wasn't even paying attention to him, but I was looking for him underneath, and he was nowhere to be found. So not a good start. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. It is a tied game. So let's see if we can get a first down here on this play. So we're going to have Mr. McMillan for a first down, or not starting inches. Let's, I was going to say no huddle, but we can't. So we'll run the ball for the first down. I believe Bucky Irving can get us 1 yard, hopefully. They could TFL us here, but I believe in this offensive line to get us. Boom. We get the first down. All right, 1st and 10. No huddle this bad boy, and let's see if we can make sure we end this game. Or, sorry, not end it, but I want to score a touchdown on this drive regardless. I want the clock to bleed too, but we got to make sure we don't do anything too crazy here, as I'm going to get sacked. I'm just waiting for these routes to develop, and it's not working at all, so that's my fault. But all right, play action boot comeback. We like this play a lot. I know what I'm going to go to here. Please just give me, it's not there. Oh, it's actually there. Oh, that's That's dangerous. Okay, so they're going to score off. No, they didn't. Wow, they didn't even score off that. A little speechless after I just threw that. But you know what? Let's be better. That was horrible. I threw that. I mean, he was open technically, but I threw it too late. So let's run this ball before the 2-minute warning. And we're going to get, you know, positive yards. That's about a 5-yard gain. And now we need to just get ourselves in field goal range. But already not a great start for my jumping in moment there. I threw a pick to the Lions. I threw that in heavy traffic, and I deserve to be picked off for that. That was horrible. That was a terrible read. I'm not the best Madden player, and I don't pretend to be, but I try to have some fun a little bit. I think we're going to have Godwin in this corner route. Yep. Ooh, if that was thrown a little bit higher, that was there, but unfortunately was not. All right, well, we need a first down, 3rd and 5. I am going to go to my running back here more than likely, but we'll see if he gets stuck. Maybe Mike Evans will be open. No, Bucky Irving is there. So let's just get the first down. First down. Would have loved to have seen him go on even further, but nice open field tackle by them. Play action post shot. Let's see if we can get a shot over their heads here. So don't know why Chris Godwin's all the way over there. I don't know what just happened. But their routes are going to be very funky. But we do have Mike Evans here, so let's just get it to Mike Evans. I don't know what the hell that route was all about, but hey, it worked out. We're in field goal range, and now they're going to start bleeding out their timeouts. So let's just start to run the ball. That way they use all their timeouts. They can't, ice us when we're going up for the game-winning field goal. But I wanted to make sure we won this game with, oh, wow, yeah, we're in field goal range for sure. Minute 16 left on the clock. They can't stop Bucky Irving right now. We'll stretch it to the other side. No matter what, we got a field goal in our hands right now. So let's actually go to the left side again. Let's go to the left side again. Blocks are there. Oh, boy. I was about to say, we're going to get tackled inbounds. 2nd and 6. We're going to continue to run this ball still. That way we obviously bleed the time even further. So let's go to the right side this time and see if we can get some nice... Ooh, they're going to... Oh, boy. We got a nice gaping hole in the middle, and they can't stop the clock now. 1:06 left on the clock. We have True Clock on for a reason. We're going to run the ball here again. Then we're going to take this clock all the way down for the game-winning chip shot field goal. They're going to bring the heat, but it doesn't even matter. It's going to be 30 seconds left on the clock, and we're going to wait till the very last second to call this timeout. I threw an interception earlier. Thankfully, we make up for it. I'm not even going to click the play because the clock might bleed out on us. I'm just going to wait until there's like 2 seconds left, and then we'll kick our field goal, and that will be your ball game. And they have no timeouts left, no way to ice us, so just got to simply make a kick. Easier said than done, but I mean, it's a 26-yard field goal. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You know, it'd be funny if I try to doink this. Let me try to doink this somehow. Just kidding. I'm not doing that. That'd be hilarious, though. I'm just going to, just don't do anything stupid. Just make the game-winning field goal, and we're chilling. That should be it. and we're moving on to the NFC Championship. Let's go. And now for the NFC Championship game, and it is a team that the Bucs are very familiar with. Lately, they've actually had their number, and that is the Philadelphia Eagles. Once in the regular season the past year, and then in the playoffs last year, as we all remember. So let's see if we can do it again on the Eagles. Defense gets a stop to start things off, and we will go score field goal off that. Okay, we go score a touchdown this time. We do. It's 10-0 right off rip. Eagles will get a field goal on the board, but we will not stop scoring touchdowns. It's 17-3, 17-6 now. But defense is playing great on this Philadelphia offense so far, so I'm pretty happy with what we've seen. And it looks like this is going to be no contest. The Eagles didn't even come to play at all, so the Bucs continue to have their number. 20-6 victory over the Eagles in the NFC Championship. That was super easy. Didn't even need to jump in or anything. So let's go see who we got in the Super Bowl in front of us after beating the Eagles in the NFC Championship. And for the Super Bowl, we have ourselves a Super Bowl rematch. Kansas City versus Tampa Bay when Tom Brady got his last ring, as we all remember. I will always respect Todd Bowles for what he was able to do that Chiefs defense or Chiefs offense in the Super Bowl with the defense he was running that game. But the Chiefs will go up 7-0, but we'll respond with a touchdown as well. Defense gets us a stop, it looks like. Can we go score again? We will. It's 10-7. So 33 seconds left in the clock. You know what? Let's try to make some magic happen here before, because if we can get a touchdown on the board here, or maybe even a field goal, just get any type of points, we could take control of this game. I think they start with the ball too, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe they didn't. I don't remember. But I was about to throw it up to Y, man. I was about to throw that up, but I held on to the ball a little too long. But yeah, I'm waiting for these routes to develop downfield. Held on to it way too long, but we're going to make up for it right here, guys. Trust me. So I think Godwin's that's gonna be almost intercepted. I was throwing that with anticipation, and I anticipated way wrong there. All right, well, we're gonna make it happen. Tight end attack never lets me down. Either we're gonna have Godwin or Otten most likely open. So let's see if we can make that happen. Actually, they're gonna even allow us to maybe scramble this bad boy. Just kidding. Ott is there. That's what we wanted. We'll get out of bounds and save all 3 of our timeouts. So 18 seconds left on the clock. Needed that, Baker Mayfield. So thank you very much for that. And let's go back to it again, man. Let's just go right back to it. Tight end attack is deadly. They don't know how to cover it. So this time we'll have Otten again, but I'm going to get sacked. Held on to the ball too long once again. All right. Another thing I love doing is Hail Mary. For some reason, whenever I throw RB on the go route, he sometimes just is left wide open. So I'm going to see if that can happen again for us. This time it's not going to happen, though. But we will have a scramble opportunity, and we're going to be in field goal range. Wow, Baker's got the wheels right now. We'll get a field goal. We'll get a field goal. So we'll take the field goal. 5 seconds left. I will absolutely take that. So that's going to give us some points before halftime is over. So let's take those points. What a freaking run by Baker Mayfield there. Damn. All right, 1 second left. But hey, got some points, and that's what matters. So we start with the ball. Go score in this position. There we go. 7-16. The Chiefs can't do anything, and now we can try to bleed this clock out and just go win this bad boy. We're on our own 8-yard line, but I don't even want to see the Chiefs get the time of day to get back in this game. Let's start to run the ball a little bit with Bucky Irving here. So this left side looks like it might be open for a nice gain. It is going to be a nice little gain to give us some space from our own 8, so down to the 16. I'm not going to run any read options with Baker, but we were on a halfback counter. I'm down for that. So let's see if we can get another nice gain over on this left side. Trying to bleed out this clock for the most part. But it's going to be a first down, I think. 1st and 10. We'll take it. That should be the end of the quarter unless we decide to move or, take a possession here again. But I'm going to let this bleed out to the 4th quarter. 7-16 is a 2-possession game currently right now, but we want to make this an even bigger possession game. So let's go ahead and have ourselves a methodical drive here. So I'm going to go to mesh spot. We're going to start throwing this ball a little bit and see if we can't catch them lacking. I would love to see Bucky Irving on this wheel route just be wide open downfield, but we'll take Y underneath instead. Get some positive yards. Gonna lose some yards actually, but 4-yard gain is still positive nonetheless. Better than losing a yard. I'm gonna inside zone this now to Bucky Irving and let's see if we can get a positive gain here. So look at that. Nice little gaping hole in front of us, and we are moving the chains once again. That's what it's all about right now. Now we'll go level sail, and I'm gonna throw Mr. Godwin on a go. And we're going to see if they nope, that's going to be covered. But we do have Otten down the field. If that's a good throw, boom. We're in field goal range once again. Nice little dot by Baker Mayfield. Exactly what we wanted. And now we're going to stretch this to Bucky Irving on the other side. He did get a bounce here. Oh, boy. If they don't get in the backfield here, this might be a touchdown. Ooh, yep. That's a touchdown. This is what we wanted. Get to the... Oh, he stopped at the 1. A rush for 77 yards, but all we need to do is punch this in, and we got ourselves a touchdown. Let's just run this up the middle. Let's not do any crack toss. Let's just run this up, see if we can't get in the end zone, and that's going to be a TFL for them. Okay, that's fine. We'll take some clock off. I know you're going to try to stop us from being in the end zone, but it's not going to work that much longer. All right. Let's see what we got. Wow. We had Evan. Oh my goodness, Baker almost broke that tackle. If he would have broken that, I was about to sling that to Mike Evans. Wow. That would have been crazy. But being at the 1 and now being at the 10-yard line is crazy work. That's my apologies. My bad. But we do have McMillan for a touchdown, I think. Yep. Boom. We'll take it. All right. That'll be a touchdown on the board. Chiefs will try to get one. It's not going to matter. It's 14-24. They do have 3 stoppages of the clock, but all we need to do is get 1 first down, and this game is over. Almost in field goal range as well. It's a 10-point game. Did we need to jump in at all? Not really, but we're going to jump in anyway because this is only season 2, by the way. So we're about to do this in season 2. And Bucky, you freaking badass, man. 2nd and 2, 8-yard gain. 83 yards, only 10. He's averaging 8 yards a carry right now. But now we'll have Jerome Ford in, who we obviously signed to replace Rashad White. So another nice gain from our running back, this time Jerome Ford. And one more run in this game is all but over. Thank you, Kansas City, for allowing us to get another Super Bowl on your freaking... Dude, do I be crazy here and just... You know what? I'm about to do something stupid here. But you know what? We're going to try it. Are they going to allow Cade Otton? Cade Otton! Touchdown! Cade Otton! He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. But that's ball game. I was going to take the touchdown. But let's just kneel this out. We have won another Super Bowl in this series. This time with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So... kneeling this out on our own 3-yard line. But, man, I got gritty there. And, hey, they left Cade Otton wide open. So, I was about to take the points there. But, ultimately, I wanted to do this before Baker's contract expired. Because I like Baker Mayfield, man. I really do. I doubted him a little bit. Like I said, I told you at the beginning of the video. I had a weird belief in the offseason. I thought when Dave Canales left that Baker was going to regress a little bit. I was dead wrong. The man was a beast once again. Continues to be the Buccaneers franchise quarterback. It's kind of crazy to think that Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield were once upon a time with the Panthers together. But obviously, we all know Sam Darnold is a fraud. Baker probably isn't as much. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Buccaneers rebuild. It was a ton of fun. Only took us 2 seasons, man, because this team is super talented. So it wasn't too shocking. There's a ton of talent on this Bucs team. That's why Tom Brady won a Super Bowl with them to begin with. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back with another one tomorrow. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.